Welcome back. Today, we're diving into The Godfather Part III, the final chapter in the Corleone family saga. Released in 1990 and directed by Francis Ford Coppola, this film chronicles Michael Corleone's attempt to redeem himself and legitimize his empire. Will Michael finally escape the life of crime, or will the sins of his past come back to haunt him? Let's find out without spoilers. The story picks up years after the event of The Godfather Part II. Michael Corleone, now in his 60s, is seeking redemption for his past sins. He's no longer the ruthless mob boss we once knew, but a man deeply tormented by guilt and regret. We see Michael at a ceremony in honor of his charitable works. He's been working to turn his empire into something legitimate, focusing on philanthropy and distancing himself from his violent past. Yet, despite his efforts, the world of crime still lingers around him. Michael's health is failing, and his relationships with his family are strained. His children, Mary and Anthony, play central roles in his life, but it's clear that the consequences of his past decisions weigh heavily on him. A new character is introduced: Vincent Mancini, the illegitimate son of Michael's late brother Sonny. Vincent is hot-headed and ambitious, much like his father, but he's also fiercely loyal to Michael. Vincent is drawn into the Corleone family business, and his violent tendencies put him at odds with Michael's goals of legitimacy. However, Michael sees potential in Vincent and begins mentoring him, setting the stage for a possible successor. As Vincent rises in the family, we see a conflict between the old ways of the mafia and Michael's dream of a more lawful future. But can Vincent control his temper and navigate the dangerous world of organized crime? In this film, Michael's ambitions extend beyond just the mafia world. He's involved in a complex deal with the Vatican, aiming to legitimize his wealth through a major business transaction with the church. This deal involves the Corleone family taking control of a European conglomerate called Immobiliare. However, as with most of Michael's dealings, corruption and betrayal are never far behind. The business dealings with the church draw Michael into a web of Vatican politics, financial scandals, and backdoor deals. The corrupt forces within the church mirror the corruption in the mafia, making it clear that power and greed aren't limited to the criminal underworld. While Michael tries to balance his business interests, his personal life is in turmoil. His son, Anthony, wants nothing to do with the family's criminal history and pursues a career in music, while his daughter, Mary, remains devoted to him. Anthony's rejection of the family business creates tension between him and Michael, who desperately wants to reconcile with his son. Meanwhile, Mary and Vincent develop a close relationship, which complicates things further for Michael. The Corleone family's internal struggles are a central theme of the film. Michael's desire for redemption is constantly challenged by his inability to fully leave behind the life that has defined him for so long. Just when Michael believes he's close to achieving his goals, old enemies resurface. The mafia world hasn't forgotten about the Corleone family, and rival factions seek to undermine Michael's power. One of the key antagonists is Don Altobello, a seemingly friendly but treacherous figure within the mafia. He plays a crucial role in orchestrating plans to betray Michael, reminding us that in the world of organized crime, alliances are fragile and danger is always lurking. The threats to Michael's life and business grow, and he's forced to confront the violent world he's tried so hard to leave behind. The tension escalates as Michael's past sins begin to catch up with him. Throughout the film, Michael's guilt over the decisions he's made in the past, especially those involving his brother Fredo, haunts him. His desire for forgiveness and redemption is a driving force in the story. Michael's health continues to decline, and we see him reflecting on his life. Flashbacks to key moments from previous films serve as a reminder of the price he's paid for power. The emotional weight of his past actions begins to take a toll on Michael, both mentally and physically. He seeks solace in the church, but even there, corruption and deceit threaten to derail his plans for redemption. One of the film's most dramatic moments takes place at an opera, where Michael's son Anthony performs. This event becomes the backdrop for a tense sequence where various plots and betrayals begin to converge. The opera scene is intercut with moments of tension and violence as Michael's enemies make their move. This sequence echoes the iconic climactic scenes of the previous Godfather films, where the Corleone family's fate is once again in the balance. Without giving away too much, This scene marks a crucial turning point in the film, bringing together the themes of family, betrayal, and the consequences of a life filled with violence. As the film nears its conclusion, we see the tragic consequences of Michael's choices. The question of whether he can escape the cycle of violence and corruption remains central to the story. Michael's journey is one of reflection and regret as he comes to terms with the life he has lived and the legacy he will leave behind. The film ends on a somber note, reinforcing the idea that the Corleone family story is a cautionary tale about power and its costs. The Godfather Part III serves as a fitting conclusion to one of cinema's greatest sagas. It's a story of redemption, family, and the inescapable consequences of a life built on crime. Michael Corleone's final chapter is one of introspection, where the pursuit of power comes at a steep price. If you've enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more movie recaps. Thanks for watching.